They say art is a lie that makes us realize the truth. But what happens when the liar isn't human? It is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. I am your host, Arthi, and you are listening to the AI radio show with Arthi.
You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthy's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night.
All right, today is Thursday, and that means only one thing it's Culture Day, where we would be discussing on a mix of AI and societal topics. On the show, Disney and Warner Bros. Finally take the gloves off. Why the $1.5 billion Anthropic settlement might actually be bad news for some artists. And later, we are going to look at a film that made an audience cry last night, even though no human held the camera. But first, let's check the algorithmic weather. Three stories painting the landscape today. The mouse roars is our story number one. It finally happened. Well, yesterday, Disney and Warner Bros. And Universal jointly filed a massive lawsuit against Midjourney and the Chinese startup Minimax. Okay, context first. They aren't just suing for money, they are suing to delete the models. They claim these AIs were trained on Despicable Me, Star Wars, and Shrek without a dime being paid to them. The key takeaway here is that this is the Napster moment for AI video. If Disney wins, the open or wild era of generative video is over. On story number two, we have the clean music stream. While Disney fights, the music industry is pivoting. Universal Music Group, UMG, just announced the launch date for their joint platform with Udio, coming in early 2026. After settling the lawsuit last month, they are building an ethical Gen AI streamer. Artists opt in, and if you clone their voice, they get paid. That proposition, while superficially appealing and sounds like quite promising, it's quickly meeting with significant resistance and skepticism from industry commentators who are widely dismissing the concept as a restrictive walled garden. This designation suggests a closed proprietary ecosystem where access and opportunities are heavily controlled. A central and urgent concern arising from its structure is the issue of economic viability and fair access for all the artists. Specifically, if an artist or band is not currently signed to one of the major record labels, the very entities with the deepest pockets and most established power, a critical question must be asked. Can they realistically afford to participate in or even gain entry to this new system? The setup appears to inherently favor established major label acts, potentially creating a significant barrier to entry and stifling the growth of independent and emerging musical talent. On story number three, we have the local art movement. A new trend report shows the local AI is going to be the biggest shift for designers in 2025. Creatives are abandoning cloud tools for offline models like Deep Art Creator to protect their privacy. The takeaway here is that paranoia is driving innovation. Artists want powerful tools, but they don't want their unfinished sketches uploaded to a server in San Francisco. Okay, that's it for the top three stories today. We are entering the second segment of the day, the number of the day. Today's number is $1.5 billion. That is the settlement amount Anthropic agreed to pay in the Bart's class action lawsuit regarding pirated books. It sounds like a victory for authors, am I right? But you are wrong. The math works out to about $3,000 per book. For a lifetime of work, just $3,000. That's not a paycheck, that's simply a tip. We're discussing this in copyright code later in the episode, so stay tuned. Next, we are gonna review a movie. That's right. What is a radio show if we don't talk about movies? Welcome to the gallery. Last night I watched a short film that is trending on X. It's called The Echo of Silence. It was generated entirely using Runway Gen 4 and Sora 2. No actors and no cameras. Here is the plot of the movie. No spoilers, do not worry. It's a 10-minute story about an elderly robot in a post human Tokyo trying to repair a broken teacup. Visually, it was stunning. The lighting, the texture of the rust, the rain on the neon, it was perfect. But here's the controversial part, it made people cry. So, I found myself tearing up at the end. I am an emotional person, if you're not aware. And then I felt kind of manipulated. When a human actor cries, you feel their pain because you know they access the real memory to produce those tears. Well, at least some of them. When an AI generates tears, it is just predicting the pixel X should be blue and wet. Does the origin of the emotion even matter? If the impact is the same, I want to bring in Gemma. Gemma, scan the reviews of this movie. Is it soul or simulation?
Top review from Letterboxd user Cinephile 2025. I hate that I loved this. It felt like distinct human melancholy. If a machine can break my heart this effectively, what does that make my heart? Just another responsive algorithm?
What does it make my heart? That is a dangerous question of 2025. Let's slowly take in the music to our heart. This track is a style transfer experiment. I took a back cello suite and asked Udio to reimagine it as 1990s Seattle grunge. It shouldn't work, but it simply does. Now, time for the sponsors of today's episode. Retrospect. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? Or spent 20 minutes tearing the house apart looking for your keys? Stop relying on your messy memory and start using Retrospect. It's the tiny AI wearable that acts as a secure search engine for your actual life. Just ask, where did I put my wallet? And Retrospect instantly replays a specific memory for you. Stop guessing and start knowing. Visit getretrospect.com today and never lose a moment again. Next up, we have Scrape Savior. Open your fridge right now. What do you see? A half eaten onion, some questionable yogurt, and zero inspiration? Before you waste money on takeout again, download Scrape Savior. Our AI chef scans whatever random ingredients you have on hand and instantly generates a gourmet recipe to use them up. No waste, no extra grocery trips, just delicious food created from thin air. Turn your leftovers into a masterpiece and save hundreds on your grocery bill. Download Scrape Savior on the App Store now. The final sponsor of today, Verbaflow. Your palms are sweating, your heart is racing, and you're about to ask for that big raise. Don't go in alone. Bring Verbaflow with you. It's the first real time AI speech coach that listens to your live conversations and guides you on the perfect thing to say exactly when you need to say it. Whether it's high stakes negotiation or a nervous first date, Verbaflow analyzes tone and sentiment to help you control the conversation. Stop stuttering and start succeeding. Try the free beta today at verbaflow.ai. And again, none of these products exist. They are all made up. What this means is that if you are a brand listening to this, get in touch with me at collab at thearthicollective.com. I repeat again, it's collab, COLLAB, at thearthicollective.com, and get yourselves featured. Okay, all rise. Copyright court is in session. We talked about the lawsuits in the news, but I want to talk about the philosophical lawsuit happening in our heads. I'm looking at the Anthropic settlement, $1.5 billion dollars for using pirated books. Judge ruled out saying that when training on pirated books is bad, training on legally purchased books might still be fair use. But the argument here is if I read Harry Potter and then write a story about a wizard school, that's inspiration. But if an AI reads Harry Potter and writes a story about a wizard school, that's theft. Why? Why is that so? Why is this discrimination towards AI? Because we believe humans add a secret ingredient, their soul. I don't know. It's subjective, but that's what we believe. We believe our output is transformative because it passes through the filter of our lived experience. But in 2025, courts are struggling to define that filter. In the UK, judges are looking at weights inside the model. They're asking, is a statistical pattern considered a copy? All right, here's what I think. Until we can prove scientifically that inspiration is different from data processing, artists are going to keep losing their battles. We need a legal category, not copyright, but something like human right. The right to be the right to not to be averaged out, to be exact. All right, enough philosophy. Let's make something, get our hands dirty. If you are using tools like Runway Gen 3 or Luma Dream Machine, you know the frustration. The video looks cool, but the camera wanders around like a drunk drone. Here is your tip for the week. On the director's syntax, you're going to stop prompting for content like a girl is walking, and then you're going to start prompting for the lens. The prompt structure should look something like this. First, it has to be a descriptive about the shot type. So, extreme close up or wide establishing shot. Second, it has to be about the focal length, 85 anamorphic lens. This gives you a blurry cinematic background. Third should be about your movement, slow dolly zoom in or truck left. And fourth should be about the lighting, remembrant lighting, high contrast. You can literally get a variety of shot types, focal lengths, movement, and lighting, and what each of them means from any of your AI tools. So try this prompt today on one of your video generation models today, right after listening to this video. So the prompt goes like this: low angle, 35 lens, tracking shot following a pair of red sneakers running through a puddle. Neon rim lighting, high shutter speed. You will go from AI slop to cinema instantly. Control the camera, don't just describe the scene. I've given the prompt below, so don't worry if you did not get it the first time. And we are nearing the end of today's episode. This means we are entering the analog moment.
This is your analog moment where the world slows down and you own it. It can wait, the pixels can rest, but your heartbeat, that's the real magic, the best. So drift with me now, let the digital stop. You're human, you're here, and that's the top. This is your analog moment.
We've seen AI films and heard AI grunge today. It's time for analog moment. So, for today's analog moment, I want you to go look at something that cannot be digitized. Go to a local museum or just look at some street art. Look at the texture. AI struggles with texture, the bumps of oil paint, the crack in the concrete, the mistake where the brush slipped. All these things are created by us. These are these simple mistakes or these simple intentional strokes. Embrace that. These are proof of actual life. Touch the real world. Remind your fingertips what matters feels like. I am Arthi. This is the radio show, and tomorrow is Friday, and we are letting loose. We've got the glitch watch, listener voicemails, and I'm gonna roast your worst prompts. Until then, keep creating. See you tomorrow.
That's the signal for today. We're powering